Hosted at the St. Norbert Arts Center, Gerry Fest was the center of works for artists from the Gerry Atwell Mentorship program. A celebration of the late Gerry Atwell. His sister, Judy Williams, is excited to see how the festival has evolved.
Well, Gerry Fest started out as a way of just recognizing his work in the community and his dream of always playing one day with all the different bands he played with. So that was Gerry Fest 2020. But because we knew his legacy was more of a mentorship legacy, the 21 and the 22, this year's Gerry Fest, is really more about new emerging artists and encouraging them, supporting them along their path to becoming professional artists. So that's what this has become.
The Friday launch was also the first time a collection of Atwell's original musical pieces was performed to the public.
In all the bands that Gerry played with and all the musical groups that he influenced, he was never actually sort of the front and center, and so my concept was, why don't we make Gerry the focus? So what I did is I went through all the archives of as many bands as I could possibly find, as well as the ones I was involved with Gerry, as well as others after I'd moved to Vancouver, and I just took those songs that were always here's the Gerry moment, and I basically strung together a bunch of Gerry moments, and that's what this CD is.
Elliot Walsh, the artistic director for the three-day event and in charge of the mentorship program, says this program reflects Atwell's beliefs.
I'm trying to remember this article that I was reading just of Gerry just recently, and it's my philosophy as well it's about expanding a person's network. It's about having the community embrace new people as well. Generations speaking to each other, that's another thing. Younger and older, experienced and inexperienced. There's so much room for this to be happening, because younger artists don't know where to get inside of a gallery or how to do that, how to get shows if they're a musician, what resources are out there in terms of grants and to make your vision have financial support.
Franklin Fernando, a full-time artist, experienced firsthand the efforts Atwell would put into helping new artists.
You know, I know Gerry Atwell far back when I used to perform and stuff. He kind of helped me out to have my first show at the West End Cultural Center. So that's how I know him. And you know, as time progressed, we became really good friends and stuff.
Fernando was also the creator of the Gerry Fest portrait.
And Judy is his sister, Judy Williams, and she kind of asked me if I would like to do an album cover for the Gerry Atwell. So I was very honored by it, and I thought that, yeah, sure, I will do it, and so that's how it started.
Visual artist Clary Enos, another mentee of the program, said networks like these create an atmosphere of inspiration.
It's great. I always love being part of programs and meeting fellow artists and musicians and just conversing with them and hearing how they got to grow as an artist.
Mentor Malcolm J. Wilson, who focuses on music and photography, was thrilled to be a part of this program.
When I was starting out, I had to learn everything from scratch. I made all of the mistakes, and having a mentor like Elliot was a mentor for me actually when I was starting out, and getting wisdom from another artist helps you just focus on not making the same mistakes as them, or you can pick up on what they've learned. Because knowledge begets other knowledge, so if you share your skills and knowledge with someone else, they're just going to take it to the next level. So I love seeing what the young kids can do. I show them how to do something, and next week they turn it into something even 10 times better than what I created,
The goal for the weekend was to raise $200,000 to secure ongoing funds and make the mentorship program a permanent addition to Winnipeg's art community. With you, Multicultural, I'm Ryan Funk.